Hey there, now that I've turned off the noisemaker background, I'll turn that back on after the end of the stream. There's a humidifier and a little chilly out, so the kitty cats are beginning to be sparky when we pet them, and that's not good for them, that's not good for us. So we have the humidifier running most of the time. It is a volume enough that should be whole house for the house, but doesn't really get the humidity up much above 40% when it's at this temperature. So we'll do what we do what we do. In any case, I think I've talked long enough for any of the advertisements to come in. We're doing Sudoku puzzle number 106 in the hard category from SudokuStore on BlueSky. I've loaded it up into my free puzzle GNOME Sudoku game, and let's give it a test, verify that it approved. It is, so the timer is running. Let's see. Okay, one of these two is going to be a 1, which means that none of the ones in the row, or none of the cells in the row below it can be a 1 either. We've got a 1 in this row, I should say the column below it. Over here, we've got 4 possibilities, nothing to narrow it down further. Those do not block at this point. They might block later on. If I narrow down the number of the rows they can be, or how they can be in. And that's the ones. C2s, we've got this one's going to be a 2 because the row itself can only have a 2 in one of these 3 squares or cells, and both of these cells have 2's in the row with them. One of these 2 is going to be a 2. That's going to be that one, and then this one here is going to be a 2 as well because both rows cells are affected. All right, one of these 2 can be a 2, and then one of these 2 can be. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look at 3s. We've got a 3 here, and that looks like it's, nope, we got one other 3 on the board here. So one of these 2 is going to be a 3. Since we got one here, that means one of these 3 will be 3 as well. We got these 2 possibilities and 3 possibilities here. I got all kinds of possibilities here, all 4, or at least 4 of them. Not everything in that block can be 3, but okay, one of that was definitely not a available 3. So we got 4 in that one as well, and nothing really constraining the 3 cells down here from being any of them from being. Okay, guys, let's do that one or that set. And that's it for 3s. Okay, for 4s, we've got 4 we can fill here. Nope, that's not enough there, right? And one of these 2 is going to be 4, meaning that over here, one of these 3 could potentially be a 4. Okay, one of these 2 is going to be a 4, therefore this one is not a 3, this one is. And we can also see that the last one is going to be something other than a 1 or a 4, and the only one that's available for this square is the 8. So let's put the 8 in. Also, that means this can't be a 4 because we've now got 2 4s in that square. Yep, square at the top of the column. Okay, we've got 4 possible places for 4s in this square, and we've got 4 possible here, and then 6 possibles here. Not a lot constraining that. Oh, we can take out that possible 3 because that can't be 3 now. Since we've got 2 cells here that we haven't got any numbers in, we know that the numbers available are going to be a 5 and a 7, and neither of them really have anything blocking either. This does not mean they can't be in someplace else, but for example, this could also be a 7. Either of these could be a 5 in this cell. We're working on 5s anyway, so let's get those populated down here. We got 2 possibles here. Leave the 6 out for the moment. These 3 possibles. 4 possibles, 5 possibles here it looks like. And then we move down into this row where we've got 3 possible places for 5 and 2 possible places. And do we have anything else? Nothing else looking vacant at this point. So we got a 6 here and here, also down here. So we know that this is going to be a 6 because it's the only one not blocked over here. This also is not going to be a 3. This is going, or one of these two is going to be a 3. However, for now, what we're concerned with is one of these two is going to be a 6, and it's going to be this one. This is a 6 up here. All right. So we've got 4 possibles for 6s. Nope, actually, we've got 2 possibles because these two block anything in this row. Or well, require that the 6 has to be over here, or one of the empties here, and this row or column is blocked at the bottom. So one of these two is going to be 6, which means none of these can be. It has to. All right. Over here we've got a 6 blocking the middle row again. So we've got 2 possibles here and here. So a total of 4 in that cell or square. 4 in this square as well, because this can't be a 6 because of the over. All right. Now we're on into 7s. We already marked this block, and one of the others over here. So these 2 are also possible 7s, and we've got 3 possible 7s here as well. Over here we've only got 2 possible 7s, and they prevent this from being a 7. This becomes a 7, which prevents these 2. Means this is a 7, this is not, this is, and this becomes a 5. We can clear out the 2 trays here. Things that cannot be what we had posited they might. Alright, we can also narrow this down now. This is going to be a 1, since it's the only one in the square. Clean up these potential ones. Nothing else to clean up here other than this one is now going to be most likely our 6. Let's do a quick check on that. We've got a 1 down at the bottom, 2 in the square, 3, 4, 5 in the square. The 6 we're trying to solve for. 7, 8, and 9 are in the square. Actually, I should say 3, 4, 5 are in the row. 6 is what this one is then. That makes this one a 6 as well. So let's clean up these 6s. Not going to claim that's a 4 yet because I don't know. However, we will probably have that figured out here very shortly. Okay, we were looking at 7s ready. We got 2 more squares. One of these 2 is a 7. 2 cells. And then we've got 3 possibles for 7 in here. See, I left a 1 that I have to clean up. Now we're looking at 8s. We've got 3 possible 8s in this cell because this 8 blocks below it. I've got all kinds of possibles for 8s here. We'll mark them as such. This one, however, is an 8, so that cleans up 2 of these 4. We've got an 8 already in this row, so the other cells in this square could all potentially be an 8. And we've got that taken care of. We now have an 8 in this square row, so none of the others can have an 8 in that row. So let's mark the other possibilities that remain. And remember, we've got a block at the top of the column. So one of these two is 9, and the top of the column blocks the other one, so this is 9. That means this one here in the middle of this square is going to be a 9. We get a 9 here, so one of these two is going to be 9, and the bottom, this column here has already got a 9 in it, so that's going to be this one's going to be the 9. And one of these two will be 9. This column has one, so it's going to be this one, which is a good thing we didn't mark that as actually a 4. All right. Now, where does that leave me? So we had a 4-3, 4-3 pair. One of the things I'm looking for at this point are there any squares that have something that's nowhere else in the row or column? There we go. We got an 8 standalone. Let's see, is there anything else that we know? So we got a 1-4 possibility up here, pair, which fills this. We got the 2 and the 3 in the column, 5, 6 in the column, 7 in the row, 8 is what we're trying to fill, 9 in the column, so 8 it is. That means we could tidy up 2 other cells here. And we know we've got a 1 and a 1 standalone here, so that would be a 1, 3, and 4. No, 7, or not 7, 4. There we go. There's a 7. This one becomes a 5, a 1, and a 3. 8. We got a 5 and 7 here. This becomes a 5. This is now the standalone 5 in this square, the square. We get an 8 in the column now. A 1, 6, and 8. So this is going to be 8 because there's no 8 here. This is 6. 4 and 1. So we got 4-3 pair here, 6 up here alone. 4-3, 3, 3. We get a 5 here. So this 4 here is the keystone, or the clue to solve that one over those 4 3s that we've got. If you take a look, we've got a 2 in this cell, a 1 here, an 8 comes up here. This is the only 7, so this has to be a 4. That turns this into a 3, which turns this into a 4, into a 3, this into a 4, this into a 3, and this into a 4. If we didn't have this 4 out here, any of those could have become a 4, 3, and that would have been an unsolvable situation. So 2 here, 3 here, and 1 here. That gets us a completion of 12 minutes and 9 seconds. I do hope that worked out for you as a way to see a solution for this, and that everything worked out well. I do hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk with you again tomorrow, perhaps. I sure hope so. Have a good day.